We've done copper, we've done stone. It's time for heavy metal. So, we are keeping to our forest theme from the previous terrain videos, but the real focus of this video will be the weathered metal effect of the fallen statue. Of course, it starts with a polystyrene disc on a 4-inch coaster onto which the statue will be based. What I have here is a failed 3D print, but as always, statues are available in a variety of forms. This was originally going to be a still standing effigy, but the beauty of misprints is they can poke the old imagination gland enough to make something interesting ooze forth. I take some of my leftover foam bricks from the angel statue's plinth and build a little nest of them onto which the statue will lie. I don't want him totally flat. When I am happy with the layout of the piece, I mix up some Geek Gaming modelling compound and slap it on before sculpting the ground around the statue and the bricks so that they are half buried in centuries of encroaching soil and other detritus. I have detailed the same flocking process in previous videos, so I'm just going to gloss over it here. Once everything is flocked, sealed and dried, it can be primed.
Hello people, it's Amy Warpfiend, just popping in to say thank you for coming to Bleeding Tree Gaming. We are a group of hobbyists based in Nottingham, and we produce miniature painting and terrain tutorials, hobby news and gossip, along with hacks and tips from our combined decades in the hobby. If you like our content, please consider liking and sharing this video and hitting the subscribe button. It would really help appease the almighty algorithm. Now back to the video.
And it is primed. I like to use a zenithal prime. This gives a natural highlight and shadow. Like in the previous coaster videos, I use a green, orange and turquoise, or whatever, and stipple it on in patches, which will get toned down later with the washes and foliage. Oh, and I felt it needed a tree. Why? Rule of cool. And I do a brown wash over the soil areas. Now we come to the centerpiece of the piece. I have this Martian Iron Crust by Citadel. It's a crackle paint that leaves a cracked, lumpy surface texture once dry. This will form the parts of the statue where the metal itself has become corroded and is flaking away. Once that is dry, I grab an apt metallic. Here it is Vallejo gunmetal, and I cover the statue. Once it is dry, I grab my pot of Typhus Corrosion from Citadel, and I forget to press record for the first part of this. Typhus Corrosion is a technical paint that goes on like a heavy wash and leaves a gritty surface texture, like you would find on weathered metal. Lastly, on the statue, once everything is dry, I grab Citadel's Riser Rust, a paint specifically designed for dry brushing and a companion piece of Typhus Corrosion. After working a small amount into the bristles so there's hardly anything on the brush, I gently flick it back and forth over the statue to bring out those nice textures I put on before. Time for foliage and flocking. This time though, I am switching the order around and gluing the lichen down first, making sure to cover any patchy areas and also around the statue and atop the trees. I give the whole thing a mist of isopropyl alcohol to break any surface tension as I lay down a layer of my basing glue mix. I then come in with more of the flock and heap it in the places I want it before misting with ISO again, and then finishing up with another layer of basing glue mix. And now we have a finished piece, which I am quite happy with. It fits in great with the rest of the forest terrain. I have a couple more coasters to do for this project, and I'm just itching to have a game with it all. Well, that's all from me for now. If you liked what you've seen, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more, you know what to do. And I'll catch you next time on Bleeding Tree Gaming.